Back home?
Good afternoon, Abe.
Okay, welcome back.
Good to be back.
Huh.
Okay, we're in Yud Tes 19. The bottom of Yud Ches Amud Beis. Amar Rav Shmuel bar Nachman Rav Yonasan Ashrei Eish Asher Lo Halach Batzas Rishoyim. Happy is the man who didn't go in the advice of Rishoyim. Ze Avram Avinu. Shlo Halach Batzas Anshe Dor Aflaga. He did not follow the in the time of Nimrod when they built the Tower of Bavel. Shur Shemayu. Shneimar Hava Nivne Lanu Ir. Uveder Chatoim Lo Amar. He didn't stand with the sinners. Lo Amad Bamidas Stone. He was not with the people of Stone, who were also Rishoyim. Shechatoim Ayu Shneimar Vanshe Stone Ra'im V'Chataim Lashem Ma'od. Uvmoshav Leitzim Lo Yoshav Shelo Yoshav V'Moshav Vanshe Plishtim. He didn't. They were involved in clown joking, leitzonus. When they brought blinded Shimshon, they brought Shimshon out to sort of tease him. Ashrei ish yoris Hashem. Ashrei ish v'lo ashrei isha. What? A woman doesn't have yours. Doesn't have yours Hashem. Ashrei misha osa tshuva kishu ish. That means it's easy to do tshuva when a man is old, he's lost his sexual drive, etc. If he had committed averis when he was younger, and he did tshuva when he was a young man, that's proper tshuva. Rashid Levi Omar Ashri Mishim is Gabal Yitzchok Ish, somebody who overcomes his Yetzer Hara like a man. Like it says, b'mitzvos of chavetz mav. And what does that mean? Amar Rabbi b'mitzvos of v'lo b'schar mitzvos of. He worries about the mitzvahs, not about the reward. Hanadistan. That's why it says the Antignish Isochon Pirkei Avos who are Omer. Al pi avodim Hashem shnisar Rav al nas l'kabel pras. You should serve Hashem without desire for reward. It's continuation of the pasuk. A person studies the Torah that he enjoys studying. There's different aspects of Torah. There's different elements of Torah. Every person studies the Torah that speaks to his heart. We're on Yud Tes, we're on 19. Levi Reb Shimon Berebi, Yosri Kamei Rebbe. Levi and Reb Shimon were sitting in front of Rebbe. The Kopaski, they were going through the Sedra.
Johnny.
Hi, Johnny. Solik Safra. They finished the Sefer. They had to start a new one. Levi Omar Laisi Lon Mishlei. Levi wanted to learn Mishlei. Rabbi Omar Laisi Tehillim. He wanted to learn Tehillim. Kafir Levi Vaisa Tehillim. So Reb Shimon won out. He beat Levi's request, and they brought Tehillim. Kimatu Hacha. When they got to the pasuk in Tehillim, where it says Ki Mator Hashem Chavtzo, Porsche Rebbe Varmei Nodam Lometor, Lemogam Filibo Chafetz. You can see both Levi wanted to learn Mishlei, the other Tana wanted to learn from Tehillim. So you can study Torah that you fancy. Amar Levi Rebbe Nosat Lana Rishus Lama. Based on what you just said, I can leave because I'd rather learn Mishlei, not Tehillim. Now Another way to darshan the pasuk is whoever studies Torah, Hashem will do what he needs. Somebody who learns Torah, Hashem will do everything that his heart desires. Person should study Torah subjects that he enjoys. Initially, it's called Torah Hashem. It's called his Torah. Shnemar, Torah Hashem Chefzo, and then with Torah So, his Torah Yege Yom Layla. So, because he studied so diligently, became his Torah. Vamarava, Loilam Yilamed Adam Torah, Yilmad Adam Torah Vachakach Yege. First, he should learn it so that he knows a lot of the facts. Then he should go into Iyun and learn in depth. So, first you learn the Torah the way it is. V'hadar so yeged. Then later on, Ya'ayin, he can be ma'ayin in the Sukkah. V'amarava. Loilam ligris inish. He should repeat his learning. V'avagav de mishkach. Avagav lo yodam kamar. Even though he's going to forget, even though he doesn't even know what he's saying, he should repeat. Shnemar. Girsa nafshi latava el mishpatev choles. Girsa ksiv v'lo ksuv tachna. Just reading without really grinding properly. It's a good thing. However, Rava showed a steer in the Psukim. Ksiv, about Torah that sort of calls him Al-Gape Meroimes Keres. Uksiv Al-Kise Meroimes Keres. Betchila Al-Gape, like on his wings. Ulvasof, when he's progressing, Ki Al-Kise, it's more stable, he's like sitting. Ksiv Barosh Meromim, the Torah is high up. Uksiv Ali Derech, it's on the road. Betchila Barosh Meromim. When he first starts learning, it's a hidden thing. Ulvasof Ali Derech, he will come to giving public drushes. Ula Rami. Ksiv Shasi Mayim Avorach. Whoever drinks water, Mayim is referred to as Torah, is blessed. Uksiv V'noizlim mitoch be'erach. Betchila Shasam Avorach. That when you drink from a bore, the water is gathered there and it's come from somewhere else. It's established. So when a person first learns, he learns that which is kayim and everyone knows. Well, the soif knows mitoch be'erach. He's going to make chidushim. He's going to say something about Torah that hadn't been heard before. Rav Huna, Maidich Siv, Hoin mehevel imoy, v'kovitz al yad yirbe. Imoy sadam Torah chavilos chavilos. He learns a lot of Torah, but he doesn't chazer it. He doesn't remember it. Then mismai, then he becomes deficient. Im koivitz al yad, if he learns a little bit, but then each time he learns, he reviews it. He does chazara. Yirbe, he'll grow. Am Rav Yadi Rabbanon Lahai Milsav Avri Allah. The Chachamim know this principle and they're over it. Am Rav Nachbar Yitzchak Anovidite. I learned little bits and I was chazer in Kaim Biyadi. So it worked. Am Rav Shizbi Mishmeid Rav Lozer Ben Zayar. Ma'idich Siv Lo Yachroch Remiyat Sido. Lo Yichev Lo Yarach Yamim. Tzayir Aramoy. Somebody who he shows the world as if he's a big lamdan, he's learning a lot. But just as an outside thing, such a person is not going to live. Rav Sheshes Omar, Tzayir Aramoy Yachroch. A hunter who sort of stealthily hunts his prey will prevent the prey from running away. So it's just the opposite. Kios Rav Dimi, Omar, Mashal Adam Shetzad Safri is a person who's hunting birds. Imashber Knafel Sharishona. if he injures the wing of one of the birds, kulam is kayemes biyado, and he gets, because they all follow that bird, he'll be able to catch all of them. Im lav is kayemes biyado. Vaya ke'et shasol pagimayim, like a tree on the water. Amri dvei Rav Yanai ke'et shasol. So a tree's been moved, replanted somewhere else. The locates natua, and not like a tree in the ground that hasn't been moved. It teaches a principle. You shouldn't only have one Rebbe in Torah because you have to learn from multiple people. That way you'll get smarter. I'm afraid to tell you guys something because if I tell you this, you're going to run away. What's this? I'm telling you, my Talmidim, that if you only have one Rebbe, it's not going to be good. Well, the danger of saying it to the students, they would leave. So they went to Rava. I told my students that al svara, it's important to hear many different chachamim how they explain the Torah. Aval Gemara, but receiving the basic Masorah, may Rav Echad David Adiv. Better get it from one Rav. Every Rav has different syntax, different pronunciations, and by hearing it from multiple people, your initial Masorah will be damaged. Then it says, Ke'et Shasol Pagimai, Amrav Tarcho Ban Chaniloi. We're dividing the water. You should divide your learning into three. B'shalosh, shlish b'mikra, shlish b'mishnah, shlish b'talmud. A third psukim, third mishnah, third gemara. Now the question is, miyada inish kama. What do you mean? If he spends 30 years studying mikra, he's not going to have, and he dies. He's not going to. You're not going to do the other thing. So how you don't know how long you're going to live. So when it says, yeah, ki kamrinon biyomi, we're meaning person should divide his day up into thirds. And then, as we said, the third Torah and the third Mishnah, the third Gemara. Asher pure yitin be'ito amarava. Impure yitin be'ito. If he will speak Torah, these are his perus. And he'll do what he learned. Then valeo lo yibel, then his leaves will not fall. The Torah will keep him alive. Im lav, that lo kein harishoim kim kamotz asher tidfen ruach. He'll be like kamotz, which is the Avodah Zarah, that the wind is going to spread him away. Amrav Abba Amrav Huna Amrav Ma'id Chsiv ki rabim chalilim ha'hipila zet talmid shlogia lo'hira, a talmid that hasn't reached the age of smicha. Umoyrin, he gives and he paskins. Natsumim kol arugya zet talmid shigia lo'hira veinemoyra. If you've reached the level of Iran, you don't, you also curse. Now, ad kama, when are you supposed to start giving over halacha? Ad arboim shana, 40 years. Barabba oiri, he paskinim before. Hasan shavin, there was no one greater than here, so greater than Rabba. So you're allowed even before 40. But if there's somebody greater that's equal to you, then you have to wait until you're 40. Valeo lo yibol, his leaves will not deteriorate. Am ravacha b'radam arav, v'amri lo ravacha b'rav amrav alun amarav. Shafilu sichas chulin shal tamei chachamim. Even their idle talk, their idle chatter of tamei chachamim. It's like leaves. It's not the real fruit. of a tree. Tzricha Talmud, you have to study them. Don't forget don't forget even the words that you don't think are important. Everything he will do will be successful. Levi. It's written in the Torah, it's repeated in the Nevi'im, it's thrice mentioned in Ksuvim. Whoever studies Torah, his assets will increase. Because of the Torah, ushmartem es divrei abrisa zos, v'asisam osom, l'ban taskilu es kol asher tasu. That means if he's taskilu, it means he learns, he'll be successful in everything he does. Kol asher tasu. Shonei b'nevim, we have psukim in Nevi'im, t'chsiv lo yimot, lo yamush, Sefer Torah azemi pichot, it shouldn't leave your mouth. V'yisa bo yomam v'yisa bo yomam v'laylaman tishmor lasos kol hakosu bo ki az tatzlich es rachach v'az taskil. That's Yoshua. B'shulash b'ksuvim d'chsiv ki metor Hashem chavtzo v'sorso yegam amlayla v'ya ke'eit shoslo pagim mayim asher piyutim piyulav aleilu yibol v'choshe yatzliach. So again, another raya that if you study Torah, you'll be matzliach. Machriz Rab Alexandroi. Mon Bochai Mon Chai. He went out to the market and said, who wants life? Who wants life? So everybody were gathered around him. Konuf Vasu Kalam Legavoy. Armilei Avlan Chai. They said to him, give us life. Armilei, I'll give it to you. Here's a pasuk. Mia Isha Chafis Choy. Who wants life? Oh, if you have in Lirostov. Nitzor Lishon Chamer. Don't speak Lashon Hara. That's why we have to say for Chafis Chai. Sur Meirav Aseitov, Shema Yomer Adam. The Tzarti Lashoni Meira. I kept my tongue from speaking bad. The Siv Semidabim Mirma. Eilech Vezgor Bishina Velo Esedafar. I'll just go to sleep and I won't do anything else. That's not good enough. Talmud Omer, Sur Meirav Aseitov. Person has to do Gemilas Chesed. You have to do good things, not enough to stay away from bad things. Ein Tov Elo Torah. Shemar Kilech Elo Tov V'Sov Lechem Torah Tazov. It says, if you build some structure with non-Jew, you reach the dome, which is going to be for Avodah Zarah, then you have to pull away and not continue working. In Bona, but if he did bid it, you're allowed to keep the wages. So Pshita, the kippah is Misham Avodah Zarah. It's not takruvas. It's like we don't offer anything to them. It's something that Avodah Zarah uses. Umesham Avodah Zarah bein leRav Yishmael bein leRav Akiva einan asurim. They're not asur bana ad sheyavdu, unless they've been worshipped. Here it hasn't been worshipped. Over here lo nitzracha el Avodah Zarah atzma. The schar is permitted as long as it hasn't been worshipped. That's good according to the Mandoma that if a goy, if a Jew prepares Avodah Zarah, it's usher even before he worships it. Just doing it, just fashioning it. But for shel goy, a goy has to worship it to make it usher bana shapi. That's why in our case we had Avodah Zarah built the Avodah Zarah for goyim. It wasn't worshipped yet, so it's still muter bana. Elaman de Omar Avodah Zarah belongs shel goy asur miyad. Even if it's being made for a goy, it's asur right away. Then Michael, how do you explain the previous case? Elam Rabbi Ilah lo nischel b'malkush achron. The last, like the Makeh B'Pati, you put the last hammer in the last nail in the coffin. Avodah Zarah man kagorim la. Who created the Avodah Zarah Gemar Malacha? It's finishing the statue. Ve'emes b'malkush achron. But b'malkush achron, less b'shava pruta. Let's say you use a nail that's less than shava pruta. Al-Muksavar, sheyesh l'zchiyus mitil vatsof. There's a debate among the poskim whether when you rent something, is it from the beginning till the end or just at the end? The guy who rented from you, whether his schut, somebody or was hired to work, whether his salary is from the beginning till the end. And it's every minute. It's not just the Gemara Malacha. Considered the work every minute. And therefore it would be also about no. The Mishnah says they know it's in Tachshit and Avodah Zarah. You can't make like jewelry for Avodah Zarah, katlos chains, nizamim earrings, tabos oimer, bishar mutter. If he did it with payment, we'll see what that means. Ein march lahem mechuber lekarka. You can't sell to a goy something that's connected to the ground. If you cut the tree from the ground, you could sell to him. You know, Omer, if you can be moicher if his intent was to cut it down, then you can sell to him even though it's still on the ground. Okay, stop. I'm not going to learn a double today. I'm a little jet lagged. I'm also Mario. If you could set, we'll do like we planned. We were not supposed to do Tsurbit tonight. I thought I might be able